and go. And go. Fringe buddies, pals, how you doing? Welcome back to another video. Look at that blue sky. This is a pretty stunning day. What do we do? So this is carry on pretty much from, well, we're carrying on exactly from where I left off last week with the outro. Again, we've been walking about 2 hours we've been walking, and we finally jumped in the river because we've seen a fish. We don't know this river, we have heard a little bit about it, but really nothing. So we just thought we'd come for a walk, jump in, walk up, see if we can find something, see somewhere new. So I'm gonna run, what am I running today? I'm running the Helios 3 5-weight F and the olive. This is the olive one. Simply because it was in the rod tube and it's the first one I came to. I've got the blackout with me as well as a backup rod, but laziness one, and I just grabbed this one. And then Mirage LT size 2 in the burnt orange. Easily my favourite reel at the moment. I love it. And then on here I've got a Scientific Anglers Amplitude Infinity Smooth 5-weight line. If you watch these videos at all, you'll pretty much know this already. And then on there I've got a 7-foot floating poly leader down to a tippet ring, and then I've got my leader built off of that. I can't remember what's on there. Probably about 6 or 7 feet of 3X down to about 3 or 4 feet of 4X. Pretty much what I'll stick with, I think, for now. Just watch the behind you there, bro. I've got the rod. Yeah. Don't crush it with your massive butt. All that junk in that trunk. So I might just chuck a cheeky royal wolf on for now, and then we'll see if we can locate this fish. And if we see him eat off the top again, it's going to be dry fly all day. All right, so that's what we're going with. Well, for now, that's what I've got set up. Ready? Spooked him. Well, that didn't go well at all. That was a pretty average first cast, I will give you that. But that was it. He was just onto me and just dropped back down, sat in front of me on the bottom, not moving, and then buggered off. I've got to be a much better angler than that. Much better. Try the dry first. Little royal wolfie. Okay, just took off the top again. Oh, refused it. That's an absolute rejection. All right, we'll change that fly up straight away. He did not want that at all. Tag ends in the hip pack, push the barb, bit of lube. Okay, size 16 tricky situation. up into those rapids. Come on, bro. Amazing was that fish. Yeah, JP called it as soon as he netted it, like that's the prettiest fish of the trip so far. And out of a piece of water like that size, that's a big fish. And it took a bit of doing actually. I was just basically, so I showed him like a size 14 Royal Wolf. He came up, didn't want it. So then I changed to like a little parachute Adamsy kind of thing, a little bit small. I think maybe that, I think that was a size 14 too, but just a smaller profile. He looked at that a couple of times, didn't want it, so then I dropped down again to a size 16 tricky situation. And then the first good cast with that, he just came up and went, that was amazing. And then just boosted up into the top of the rapids, up in those rocks, and just, yeah, he fought real hard, fought real dirty. It was a great fish, stoked with that. Well, it turns out that the bad luck keeps going on. We ended up going down to a size 18 something or another, and then the hook snapped at the bend. So he was just saying maybe he's had those flies in that box a bit long. There's maybe a bit of rust on there. Dumb. That's a dumb way to lose a fish. Yeah. All right, well, we'll keep going. We'll keep on moving. It was a cool eat. It was a cool fish. It was a cool piece of water. This is a cool river. I like this river. I really like it. It's very cool. Did I say cool enough? inside out! Oh, dude! You gotta feel bad for him. It was in the net twice. But you know when the net kind of wraps over on itself and doesn't like hang below, it just kind of gets wrapped around the frame? That's what happened. So it was in the net twice, bounced out, and then yeah, looked like it just popped off or bust off. I'm not too sure yet. I just kind of, I let him have a moment there, and I came back over here because there was some swearing in Spanish going on. That's bad. The old Schneider 9 has got him by the nuts, good and proper. Onwards we go. Look, he smacked his leg up a bit too. Oh boy. Buddy.
Man. Bro, I had it in the net.
Like. I know, I was watching you. Well, your net was
wrapped up.
Yeah, your net was wrapped up around.
That's incredible. I've never had this such a bad run, man. Ah, yeah.
And then what happened when he went downstream? You just pulled him.
Yeah, it just popped. Yeah, that was a new fly. So he went all the way upstream, like all the way up to those rapids, man. That's such a powerful little fish, yeah. Bro. That's really bad. I mean, it's really bad.
You need a whiskey, mate.
I need. I don't know what I need. I need some sort of.
You need something. Pushed up a bit further after lunch, and it was just getting bonier and steeper and just rockier and just crapper really. So we made a call to push back out onto the track, which is kind of running alongside it, which is nice, and then going to boost back downstream. We've got 3 hours to walk back anyway, so what we might do is as we get a bit lower down, we might poke our noses in a couple of different pieces of river and just see if there's any, you know, holding water down there. But I think we've exhausted our good options up here. That's what exploring these new ones is all about, seeing what's up there. Right, so I'm going to put this away, get a head down, boost, catch up with you fellas ways downstream.
Check the view.
Pretty sweet. Good day. Okay, so we're walking back downstream, and this is the first place I saw a fish this morning and just balls it up big time with the first cast. But this fish is back out, so I'm going to see if I can get redemption. Can't be any worse than what I did to him this morning. Okay, here we go. It might work. Come on, should have seen that. Just going to add a dropper. 5x and a dropper. There we go. We'll see this. Got him! Yes! Woo! Oh yeah! Wow, bro, wow. Look at you, man. That is such a good fish. Oh, mate. Oh. Look at that adipose fin. That's beautiful. Look at it. Oh man, how good was that fish? You don't very often get a second chance at a fish in New Zealand, but when that comes along, it's great when it works out like that. That was such a good fish. There's actually, we can see a big piece of water downstream of us that we didn't know was there before. So we're actually going to scoot down there and see if we can see anything in there before we jump back on the track and then keep on hoofing downstream. It just seems like all the fish in here have just amazing, almost like a leopard kind of spots. It's really cool. Just stunning. What a place. Yo, back at the truck with a beer. Nice ice cold beer from the Yeti, which is pretty welcome. It was a long walk back in the end. Now it's 6 o'clock. We've got another 2.5 to 3 hours to get where we want to go for tomorrow. So it's going to be late. It's going to be a late night. Really cool river, man. I really like it in there. Not a lot of fish. I think we saw like 6 or 7 fish all day, and we hooked 4, landed 2. So a lot of effort for not many fish, but a really cool place to be, and the fish were just stunning. I'd go back in there actually and maybe even explore the lower reaches a bit more, because I kind of feel like we walked a bit high up before we dropped in and started fishing. But hey, that's what you get when you're looking at somewhere new that you don't know anything about. You kind of hatch a plan and you go with it and see what happens, work it out from there. Anyway, I'm going to drink this beer. Have you found your cable yet? Nah. He's looking for his iPhone cable, just turning the entire truck out. I'm going to finish the beer while he does that. Give me a thumbs up, drop me a comment in the comment section below, all that great stuff. And we'll catch you next week. We'll go for a fish. Hang on a minute, how am I going to do this? Have a great week, everybody. I'll see you on the next one. Peace!